Hello everyone, this is router configurations. I'm going to discuss about setting password. There are 5 types of password. 1. Console password. 2. Auxiliary password. 3. Telnet password. 4. Enable password. And the last one is enable secret. Okay, now, but the first thing I'm gonna do is that about the banner, messages, and set the host name before going to set all the password. Okay, now let's start. I have a PC and a router and connected with each other with a console. Okay, now I put on the PC, I choose RS232 and then I choose console. Okay, now I click on the router. I go to the CLI and I choose no to the questions. Then I put enable, configure terminal to start. Okay, first name R1. Asset hostname is meant to change the device name from router to R1. Okay, now we see it. Okay, now let's go to the banner message. Okay, now I say hello, mobile thing, and I end it with sharp. Then I enter it, exit. Okay, now you see it. Hello, mobile things, and now we're gonna do or set the password or the password. The first one is about console password. The for console password is line con 0, type of password ABC 123, and then I log in it and I end it. Then I show running config. Okay, now we see host name in it. We also see the banner and line console with password and login. Okay, console password is used on a network when multiple players to access, when multiple users to access the router. It prevents an unauthorized user from accessing the router. Okay, now let's move to the auxiliary password. Line auxiliary 0, password ABC 456. Log in again and end it, and then show running config. Okay, now we see it. The line auxiliary 0 with password and login. Okay, now we move to the Telnet password. Again. Okay, now we see is 1.215 last line number and C of line. Okay, this one I put 15. And then I put password in it ABC 789. log in again, and I edit and show running config. Okay, now we see both this line VTY04 and another one is line VTY 5 and 15, and they both have the same password. To config Telnet or SSA password into the router or switch, first move into the configuration mode and use line VTY015 command. The term VTY stands for virtual teletype and is also a virtual port and used to get Telnet or SSH access to the device. The last line's number mean available numbers of Telnet users. Line VTY04 is equal by the 4 value. Okay, now let's assign the IP address to a network port in router. At first, I choose the gigabit Ethernet 0/0, so I put in interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 here. Then I have no shutdown. Okay, now I put the IP address 192.168.1.255.255.255 and .0. Then I end it. Then let's move to enable password. Enable password, I choose Cisco as a password of enable password. Enable password allows securities on a Cisco router when a user moves from user exec mode to privileged exec mode. And now let's move to the last one is enable secret. Enable secret password is quite similar to the enable password. The main difference between the enable secret is the encryption. Okay, now I will show you at the end of the video about how to encrypt our password, but it is except only enable secret. Before I'm going to the encryption or the password, now I'm going to test the telnet first. Okay, now I'm put another PC and I choose this copper crossover. I choose gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and I choose fast Ethernet 0. Okay, now I'm going to IP configurations of this PC. Now I'm going to the command prompt. I ping to the IP address of router. Okay, now it is correct. Okay, now let's move to the telnet and the IPs of router. I put my password and the password is invisible. Although we are typing it, but it's still invisible. Okay, now it is already correct. So let's go back to the router. Now I encrypt the password. Exit. Show running config. Okay. Oh my God. Wait. I'm sorry. It's not yet encryption. Again. Okay. Now I encrypted the password already, except the secret. Now we can see here the password. All these passwords are also encrypted. Okay, now it's end for my video. But one more thing is that if you don't want to delete or remove some password like enable password or enable secret, you just put like this, and then it will remove. But for me, I don't want to, so I don't have to remove anything. Okay, now my video ends. Goodbye.